New grad turned Cowlitz County Sheriff's deputy died in the line of duty overnight. Today, officials are searching for the suspect and more answers on what happened.
We stayed dry in the Spokane area today, but it was still cold and breezy. Good news, temperatures are on the rise this week.
They began in Texas. Now at least 8 people have been killed and more than 20 injured as powerful storms continue to sweep across the South. Hi everyone, thanks so much for staying up late with us. I'm Tim Pham. This afternoon, we learned the name of a sheriff's deputy in Cowlitz County who was shot and killed in the line of duty last night. The deputy was identified as 29-year-old Justin DeRozier. He is also a graduate of Washington State University. Our Portland sister station has the latest details tonight.
It's been an emotional day for the Cowlitz County Sheriff's Office and Kelso community.
Most of us have known him most of his life. I apologize. There were few cops who want to be a cop more than Justin did. He loved his job. He was incredibly good at it. And as you can imagine, as I'm obviously showing, this is very personal for our agency.
29-year-old Justin DeRozier was not only a deputy filled with potential, he was also a husband and a father to a 5-month-old daughter named Lily.
Who's always going to know what an incredible man her father was.
She's always going to know because of the impact he already had in this community. Deputy Justin DeRozier grew up here. He graduated from Kelso High, then left to go to Washington State University in Pullman, where he then worked for the Whitman County Sheriff's Office for 3 years before returning to work for the Cowlitz County Sheriff's Office in 2016.
As anybody who knows Justin will agree to this, that Justin was a bull in a china shop. You knew when Justin was there, and he had that presence that couldn't be overlooked.
Just before 9:30 last night, investigators say DeRozier was called to a parking complaint involving a motorhome seen here in our Sky 8 footage. This is on Fowler Road, about 3 miles east of I-5 along Kalama River Road. Shortly after arriving, DeRozier radioed to dispatch that shots were fired and he'd been hit. You can hear him say he's been shot over the radio, but we're choosing not to play that audio at this time. About a minute later, dispatch says they haven't heard from him.
No, we don't know anything. He just got on the radio, said he's been shot, and now he's not answering us. He was on a parking complaint.
Other officers then rushed to the scene. A Kalama police unit got there first and was able to get DeRozier out of there and take him to an ambulance waiting down the road. He was then life-flighted to Southwest Washington Medical Center in Vancouver, where he died in surgery shortly after midnight. His family made it to the hospital, but did not get to see him before he died.
He will be with us forever, and he'll be truly missed.
That was Lindsay Nadrich from our sister station in Portland. This was the first time in 165 years the Cowlitz County Sheriff's Department lost a deputy in the line of duty. Well, switching gears now, new tonight, the Ferry County Sheriff's Office received a report of a body found in the Republic area earlier today. The body was identified as John Kidwell, a recent missing person. The coroner's office and the sheriff's office are still investigating the circumstances leading to the death. We, of course, will continue to update you as new information comes into our newsroom. It's been a cold weekend with off and on light showers. Sun is expected to peak, though, through the clouds, but cold temperatures are still expected to stick around at least for the first half of the week. Michelle Boss is joining us now, and folks heading to work tomorrow will want a coat because you were telling me, Michelle, that temps will be near freezing.
That's right. We've been talking about snow up in the mountain passes, but we're even seeing a little Grapple, some snow pellets below 3,000 feet this afternoon and evening. Want to take a look at the passes first, though. Lookout Pass, kind of hard to see there, but they are still seeing some snow showers out there at the 10 o'clock hour. And it looks like the snow is continuing to come down both at Snoqualmie and at Stevens Pass. This is a current picture there as of 10:01, seeing quite a bit of snow. Very chilly temperatures across our region. 39 in Spokane, 39 in Coeur d'Alene, and in the 40s elsewhere. We did not get out of the 40s today in the Spokane area. Satellite and radar still showing a few light showers moving through, and we did get a report yesterday of a little grapple, a little bit of snow pellet activity around the Worley area, and it seems like could be getting a little bit more of that from the Rockford area eastward into Idaho, just west of Harrison. So a little bit of kind of cool wintry weather going through there, but much improved weather for this upcoming week. It is still going to be chilly tomorrow. Temperatures right around freezing to start the morning. We'll only be warming up into the lower 50s with mostly cloudy skies, but milder temperatures start moving in on Tuesday with a high in the mid 50s, and we'll see partly cloudy skies on Wednesday and should see a return of 60 degrees.
Looking ahead to Monday, in light of recent events and the announcement that 325 Spokane public school employees will be laid off, students and faculty want people to wear green and brown tomorrow to school. This is to show support for those who at the end of this school year will be laid off, to show they stand by those staff members. Well, next year, hundreds of Washington schools will offer every student breakfast after the first bell rings. This is being done in hopes of boosting the number of students who eat a nutritious meal before class. The program, called Breakfast After the Bell, stems from a new law Washington lawmakers passed last year that allows students to eat breakfast in the classroom. Schools where over 70% of students qualify for free or reduced price lunch will be required to offer some form of the program, such as allowing breakfast for students at their desks, providing grab-and-go breakfast cart, or serving breakfast a second time during a passing period or recess later during the day. The Spokane School District will be one of the districts offering breakfast. Well, American Airlines is canceling 115 flights per day through mid-August because of the ongoing problems with the Boeing 737 MAX aircraft. Boeing aims to finish fixing the planes in late April. The cancellations represent 1.5% of American's total flights each day this summer. American has 24 MAX jets and previously planned to cancel flights through early June. The company says extending cancellations will allow them to plan more reliably for peak travel season. The airline says its reservations and sales teams will work with customers to manage their travel plans. Multiple sclerosis affects more people in the greater Northwest area than anywhere else in the U.S., according to the National Walk MS Society. Today, people all around the region came together to Spokane to raise money and awareness for the disease with a walk that started at Spokane Falls Community College. KREM 2's Shayna Walltower was there and tells us how people hope this event will make a difference.
Yeah, I'm standing here at the finish line of victory as more than 1,000 people came out today walking in support for themselves and family members, raising awareness for MS.
It's one of hundreds of walks across the U.S.
We want people to know here in Spokane and locally that there is a large community and support for those living with MS.
Starting at Spokane Falls Community College, the Walk MS Spokane event brought families, friends, and those personally affected by MS together for a mile of walking that goes a long way.
This is our second year of doing the MS walk, and I have MS myself, and I've had it for about 15 years. So this is really important to me and my family.
My mom has had MS for over 30 years, and this is our first time doing an MS walk or anything like this. I remember doing them as a kid, but as an adult, this is my first time. It was great, emotional.
Jordan Dope with the Walk MS Society says this year they've already raised more than $100,000, and that's just locally. She says the funds are going toward MS research and supporting families dealing with MS.
I didn't have a lot of time, but I was able to raise over $200 with our team, yeah. So, I mean, I was surprised at some of the of people that I don't even know on Facebook donated to the cause, and yeah, it was awesome.
And for others, the community of support means just as much as raising money.
It's amazing just to have the excitement, to have everybody yelling and getting together, and everybody wearing something about MS, and just the exposure of it. It's just it's exciting event.
In Spokane, Shayna Woltauer, KREM 2 News.
Well, there's a bit of debate stirring in California. An American flag design that's been added to a handful of freshly painted Laguna Beach police cars is dividing residents. Next, we'll tell you why this new design is causing controversy.